So squeeze it, just catch any of the seeds. Throw it away. A little sugar is always nice to have. Touch vanilla. I think just the imitation stuff is fine for this particular dish. If you were going with something more high-end, like a creme brulee or something like that, using real vanilla is probably definitely preferred. And turn that on in and just pour me a drizzle right in there, and I'll tell you when you're good. So we're going to just let that go for just a minute. And then right towards the end, we're going to add some butter. And what butter does is, besides rounding the flavor out with lovely bunches of fat, it gives a nice luster to the sauce and keeps you warm in the winter. Now, what I've got in the meantime working for the entree is the base, the sauce. And I use the same pan that I sauteed my salad in, and same thing that I use my chicken in. So it's got a lot of flavors that are already in the pan that just need to be scraped up. So if you just take your tongs and just scrape around the bottom of the pan, it loosens a lot of those fragments of food that are missed most often. So I'm going to add some butter to this dessert sauce now. Just, a few tablespoons, a few chunks. It's really as much as you want to add. Any liquid that you add butter to can hold half as much butter as there is liquid, if you understand that. Just swirl it around for a minute. It's going to start to thicken up, and it's going to start to nice and shiny. Alright, so we're going to start putting our salad since we're just about ready to eat now. The chicken has probably 1-2 more minutes left. And what's nice about this, not your average TV show, this is real time. I have this tart pre-made. I'm just going to stick it in the oven, let it get warmed up, and it's going to be the base to our salad. Salad ingredients, the actual greens, like I was saying, beet greens, baby spinach beans, good stuff. So a good handful of greens, both times. Now, keep in mind, you may not want to add too much salt or pepper to this, depending on what the rest of the seasonings have been, how the rest of the seasonings have been incorporated. Like we did a lot of seasoning to the base of this already, and the tart shell has a lot of salt in it. So we don't really need to do anything but toss, so these leaves get a little bit shiny, and then you can plate. Get it all tossed up. The tart's ready to come out of the oven. Set that, maybe just up a little bit back from the plate. Then I have these ring molds here that I think are great. Just got those. Double stack it, and slowly start sticking this stuff right on in there. Yeah, give that a try. And keep packing it as tightly as you can without breaking the crust. I think the beet greens just add a wonderful color to the salad. Save some of these for the good stuff. Put the shish right up. Can't be too shy about stuffing this stuff in there because it's going to fall anyways. I'm going to grab me a couple of tissue sauce. You like that? Alright, so you take it off. And like I said, a lot of stuff likes to fall off. And As long as you just got a little bit of height on it, you're good to go. We'll add a few of those featured ingredients, scatter them around towards the front. A little artichoke, a little kind of woods, some of those chickpeas. And the last thing I'd say we should do to make this kind of pretty is you're into that parsley oil. It's also been tossed in. Well, now we can sort of spoon it around. One last cracking of pepper for looks. And our salad course is done. Now, our sauce has probably started to reduce enough for the entree. So, what we're going to do is with just chicken stock, and it was deglaze the bottom of the pan, I'm going to add a little of the red wine. This is Blackstone Merlot, something I offer at my restaurant, and it's just a good flavor. Just a touch of it, maybe a tablespoon or two, and then a few ounces of tomato sauce. Might go with just a little bit more. Again, color that adds a level of acidity that's not normally there anyways. And what we're going to do is actually pull the chicken and a lot of those vegetables that we're roasting in the oven out and let it simmer and finish in right with the sauce.